Hello, hello. It's been a while, hasn't it? It has been a while, hasn't it? Old friend, you and I, we are meant to be together. So come with me if you want to leave. Lazy, son. Anyways, hope everyone has a good day, good day, good time, and a good week so far. It is Tuesday. I know I'm a little late. Actually, I'm late. So we're gonna be just cruising and bluesing, you know. And so I have to rework some stuff because apparently the audio wasn't exactly working for whatever reason. Yet somehow the other audio is working. So, anyways, um, wow. Let's see. Oh, that's convenient. I have two separate chats. I can fix it. I thought I could be using Nutty's stream thing, but yeah. So I need to implement my chat somehow, somewhere. Yeah, customize it. Hug? Hug. Oh, actually, look. Oh, that looks nicer. While I like the box, no way to. What? This. Oh. Huh. Only problem is. Not that. Working for. I need the chat to be. Oh, I'm stupid. There was a thing for it. Okay. Well, I like that. All we do this in the. Oh. Alright, cool. Yeah, sorry about that. I didn't realize. I completely forgot. The chat box I have here is different. It's supposed to be Nutty's chat box. If you don't know who Nutty is, he is a streamer who does a lot of configuration for Twitch stuff. Makes it slightly more convenient and looks over things. So yeah, I will say I think I got everything correct. There's no save button either, so it's kind of like it saves as it goes, technically. So, yeah. Alright, cool. With that said, let's go ahead and begin the game. The last we left off. Oh, right. We're doing a new game because we finished the Ace Attorney. Now we get to do Justice for All Ace Attorney. Hey, yo. Alright, let's go. The Lost Turnabout. Hey, guess who's that? Guess who's that? Alright, let's get to it. How did I get into this mess? That's far enough. You can't run forever, Mr. Phoenix, right? What have I done wrong? I cannot allow you to go on like this. But I'm just a simple defense attorney. Silence! You are no longer worthy of your title. Damn! September 8th, 9:08 a.m. District Court, Defendant Levy number 1. What a nightmare. I bet it was this ringtone that caused it. I really shouldn't be dozing off right before a trial starts anyway. Beep. Huh. Looks like they hung up. Ah, good. I finally found it. Talk about a close call. I did this to you, but... It's not personal, Mr. Attorney. It definitely is personal. Bonking my head? Could have been like, that's my cell phone. 3 minutes later. Ow, my head, it's throbbing. Why does it feel so foggy in there? Good morning! Ah! Good morning. What's wrong? You don't look well. People are at their best first thing in the morning. Where's that fighting spirit? Sorry, but can you please turn the chewiness down? My head sort of hurts. Roger that. Am I in trouble or something? Huh? Trouble? Wait, never mind. You're a policewoman, right? I thought maybe I had done something wrong. What are you talking about? I'm the one in trouble. What? I'm placing my life in your hands today, Mr. Phoenix, right? Life in my hands? You promised me. You said I would. You said you would prove I was not guilty. Not guilty? Just when I thought all hope was lost, when all the other lawyers had laughed me off. Leave it to me, he said. You, the one and only Phoenix Wright, came to save the day. And just like that, I was moved to tears, sir. I'll never forget what you're doing for me, ever. What is this girl blabbing about? Actually, I really love to watch court proceedings, and I always root for you to win. When I'm off duty, I like to come here and... What's wrong? You've been acting really strange, and you keep staring at me. You're making me kind of nervous, sir. Oh, sorry. I'm afraid to ask, but here goes. So, this might sound bad, but who are you? What? Mr. White, how can you say that? How can you do this to the fragile heart of a girl about to go on trial? You're absolutely horrible. No, I mean, I didn't mean it like that. Is this how a defense attorney treats his client, sir? I can't believe it. I can't believe this. No, it's just, I think you have the wrong person. Yes, I'm... Who am I? Why am I drawing a blank? The trial will begin shortly. Will the defendant and a lawyer please proceed to the courtroom immediately? The trial's about to start. I'm counting on you there, okay? I guess I must have amnesia. How could you say you have amnesia? Let's see, what can I piece together? From the sound of things, it's probably safe to say that I'm a defense attorney. That girl, I said I'd prove her not guilty. I can't believe I made such an irresponsible promise. Someone please. Tell me this is just a bad dream. Why do I get the feeling this is one dream I won't be waking up from? Well... Court is in session for the trial of Maggie Bird. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Just the fuck am I doing here? What is it, Mr. Wright? You talking to me? Do you see any other defense attorneys here? I guess not. Now then, are you ready? I guess I should say yes for now. Are you ready, Mr. Ray? Yes, Your Honor. Wait a sec. If her life is in my hands, I should really do the responsible thing. Actually, you see, Your Honor, my memory's kind of... The court will not hear the defense's excuses. Because the defendant is a member of the police, this case is under great scrutiny. Therefore, we must make this trial fair but swift. I believe I have told you this before. I hope you're not telling me you've forgotten. Actually, I have. Mr. Payne, you open the statement, please. Yes, Your Honor.
As I'm sure you're well aware, the defendant is accused of killing her lover. What's worse, her lover was a fellow police officer.
Policeman? You did what to a policeman? It wasn't me. Besides, Dustin and I, we weren't lovers like that.
In any case, the prosecution will prove that the guilty party is none other than the defendant.
Very well. Mr. Vane, please call your first witness.
It's been a while, Mr. Wright. Let's see what you've learned since last time.
I won't show you any mercy this time, rookie.
Okay, and who are you again? The prosecution calls Detective Dick Gumshoe to the stand.
Here we go. Don't let me down, Mr. Wright. Oh my goodness, there's like 5 people on the voice. There's 5 different people. Nowhere to hide. I'm so dead.
Witness, please state your name and occupation.
My name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. You don't look very well, detective. Well, sir, the defendant, she works under me, so, you know. You work under the detective? Yes, sir. And while I was a trainee, he was always watching out for me, sir. He's such a wonderful guy, sir. I'll never forget what he's done for me. Hey, calm down, I believe you.
Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder.
Yes, sir. It happened at the park near headquarters. Expose Park. Expose? Bazaar? Expose. 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 Expose Park. Oh, jeez. Yeah, the victim was one of the local cops, Dustin Prince. Really? Dustin Prince? Dustin Prince? Dustin Prince? I don't know, man. I think we need the fingerprints, eh? No, we need Dustin Prince? You sure about that? He was pushed down from the benches on the upper path, sir. The landing beat his body up bad and snapped his neck. Hold on. You fall down, you snap your neck? I'm trying to imagine how one could snap your neck while falling from that height. I imagine it'd be like, well, okay, let's assume that's about 10 feet. You're falling down. Your face flat. Okay, so that means you're falling down forward. I don't think you would be snapping your neck on the impact. Like, your body, your head would have to really, unless they land on something to twist your neck at a certain angle. Sure, but even then, it kind of feels weird. Like, you're unlikely to snap your neck. You'll probably, I don't know. It could be 20 feet. I don't know.
The details are listed in the report that was distributed yesterday.
Yes. There's autopsy report, correct?
Why do I not remember this? Getting a copy?
As everything is order here, the estimate time of death is unusually well documented. And the victims washed up from the impact of the landing, sir. The result of the autopsy confirmed the time of death.
If I may, Your Honor, the prosecution would like to submit this photograph.
Very well, the court accepts it into evidence. Alright, photo 1. Now then, now record yesterday's preliminary hearing. A very important piece of evidence was brought to our attention.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
Yes. I guess?
Mr. Rory, your head on right today. That was a very crucial piece of evidence found under the victim's body.
Was there? Have you lost your mind?
Yes. Well, actually, it's just nerves. Give me a sec.
What?
Hey, you talk such an amateur. I thought you were a pro, sir. Alright, sir. I'll help you through this. At a time like this, maybe you ought to take a glance at the court record. Court record? Yep. If about evidence and people involved with this case are all is there, sir. You can look at the court record by pressing tab. Tab, huh? You really know what you're talking about, don't you? Maybe you're the defense attorney. It's too bad I'm cop, right? Just think, I could totally be a legal aid legal aid instead. Right? Yes, Your Honor. Board is in session. Save your chit-chat for later. Sorry, Your Honor. Well, I guess I better check the court record and see what I can find. Do this. So we have a badge. We have a phone. We have the autopsy. We have a broken glasses, and we have what seems to be dead body. Ah, gee, death message. Always the death message, eh? Alright, Maggie Bird is 22. Hey, yo. Let's go. Dustin Princess 30. Oh, fuck. Oh, 8 years. Damn. Damn. Okay, Winston Payne, 53. Okay, cool. Think Gumshoe, 31. Even worse. But you know what? Love is just, age is just but a number. It's like, you know. Just like jail time. Alright, Mr. Wright, let's see if you know her in order. What was the piece of evidence found underneath the victim's body? A wallet. I'm pretty sure it was a wallet. This is a court of law. You can't just make up wild guess. Agreed. You're right, Mr. Wright. You have to check the court record before you answer. If you don't, your client might end up with a guilty verdict. Client, you do realize you, right? Ask you one more time. What was a piece of evidence found underneath the body? Police badge. If he's a cop, then I guess maybe a badge or something. Mr. Wright, please stick to the facts of this case. He's a policeman, correct?
I don't think you understand the problem here.
That's simple, Your Honor. A broken a broken pair of glasses. That's correct. Now, who the is wearing glasses? That guy. The victim grabbed his killer's glasses as he was being shoved, sir. And held on to them as he fell. Hey, why give me the evil eye? Those glasses you're in. Yes. This is my spare. Well, these glasses were found are not mine. I swear, sir. You know, you would think there'd be an easier way to identify glasses. Because rule of thumb is they had to be prescribed to a doctor. You sure about that? Look, it was a coincidence that on the same day I accidentally stepped on mine. Coincidence, she says. Ugh. Your Honor, I have further evidence to present. Oh? You have more?
Today's evidence is very decisive.
Ah, jeez. Decisive. Oh, jeez. What can it possibly be? I don't know. Let's see what witness about this evidence. There's something even more incriminating than the glasses under the victim's body, sir. During his date, the victim was pushed from the bench area. Okay. But he managed to write the culprit's name on the ground where he landed. I like it clear, sir, but I like saying it, but it was clearly the defendant's name, Maggie, sir. This piece of evidence in the glasses is hard not to say she's the culprit. Aha.
This is a picture of the lady, sir.
Alright, this is... Yes, I can see her name is clearly written here.
How would you like to submit this picture?
Good. The court accepts it into evidence.
As if the glasses alone didn't make you look suspicious. The victim even wrote your name clear as day on the ground. I already told you. Those glasses aren't mine. How do you explain his dying message? It's a conspiracy. I'm not guilty, sir.
Is there any man cross-examine a witness?
Cross-examine? This is it. I'm counting on you. Sure, but what am I supposed to do? What? This isn't like you at all. Normally, this is the part where you get into the witness's face. Get in their face to do what? I guess no way around it. Okay, I'm going to lend you a hand. The prosecution's witness all hide things from the court, which means they lie from time to time. Lie? But isn't that detective your superior? Well, even if they don't mean to lie, sometimes people just remember things wrong. The detective, he does sort of look like a scatterbrain. Oh no!
Yeah, what you call me, pal?
Doesn't matter. Anyway, it's bad for us, sir. That's why when you question witnesses, you have to find and expose their lies.
Alright then. Mr. White, you cross-examination, please.
Yes, Your Honor. Talk about trial by fire. Here goes nothing. As long as I can expose the lies, we should be alright.
There's something even more incriminating.
About those glasses, do you have any proof that those belong to my client?
Well, this is for nearsightedness and almost the same straight as hers. Even the frame looks kinda like the one she's wearing in her ID, pal.
What should I do now?
Continue pressing.
Hold it. Almost and kinda are not good enough in a case like this. Do you have a more definitive proof? Is there something that clearly links the defendant with those glasses?
The third and seventh without any trace of fingerprints or anything else.
So what are you saying, detective? Is that you have none that proves that those glasses are my clients?
Something like that.
What?
I see. So there was no proof.
Wow, that was amazing. I can totally feel it down in my gut.
During his day, the victim was pushed from the bench area.
Are you sure he was pushed and that's how he fell?
Yeah, pal, if you look at the wounds on the victim's body, there's no way it was anything else. Please continue with your testimony, detective. Anyway, the victim fell pretty far. Okay, it's pretty far. He managed to write the name. Wait, whoa.
The culprit's name?
Yeah, I was impressed too. I didn't want to believe it, but
Was the name that of my client?
I don't like saying it, but it was clearly the defendant's name. Maggie, sir.
Are you absolutely certain?
Sorry, pal, but that's what it said. Here's a picture of it. No matter which way you look, it still says Maggie. Got a point.
Hey, hold on. Huh? Don't ha me. I know the picture says Maggie, but
now she mentions it, something does feel kind of off about this picture.
that's how you find your contradiction. Now hurry up and press some evidence.
So that's what spawning a contradiction feels like. Better check the court record again. With this piece of evidence and the glasses,
you are certain that it was the victim who wrote the name on the ground.
There were scratches on his fingers from the rough sand. There were grains of sand stuck under his pointer finger. Nail. So it seems that the name was written by the victim himself.
That didn't go well. The writer really was the victim himself, and we were in a lot of trouble. Don't give up. Keep the fighting spirit going.
I'm glad you're all pumped up, but
I really want to see your special move, sir.
What?
You always look so cool when you present evidence.
Present evidence?
Actually, I was just thinking about that. Yes, the great Phoenix Wright is back. Oh, that's right.
Huh?
I heard that lately you can present not only evidence, but people's profile as well. It sure makes things a bit more complicated, so be careful, sir.
People's profiles, huh? Alright, let's give this another try. Oh boy. This is the introduction to it, okay. Okay, well. Who died? Hey, yo, what's up, friend? What's up, friend? Who died? Well, we got a special introduction to a new mechanic. Not only can we present evidence, we are now able to present profiles. All new chat box? Yeah. So I am using Restream because I realize YouTube chat can be inside Twitch chat, and Twitch chat can be in YouTube chat, etc. So I think it'd be easier if I have both sides. They can communicate with each other. And so yes, this is the new game. We are now in Justice 4. We are finally in the second game. So we have our new victim. We have our new we have our new person, Maggie Bird. She is the supposed culprit of a murder case, because she was seen dating this guy who is absolutely too old for her. But he is the one who is dead. And she is our client. I'm hoping this works, because now we're getting to the point. We have more evidence than ever.
Objection!
What is it? Oh, we also have amnesia. I forgot to say that. Oh, yeah, we have amnesia. What come over me? Without thinking, I just blew out an objection. I yelled at the top of my lungs, figure out stretch, ready to take out my opponent. This is what it feels like to be an ace attorney. As I point fingers at people and yell at them. On a rush. Detective Gumshoe. Actually, let me put the music louder. You talking to me, pal? Please say the defendant's name for me.
What are you trying to prove with this futile exercise, Mr. Wright?
You see, this is a very crucial line of questioning. Actually, Mr. Payne, you can answer. The defendant's name, if you please.
Where is this ridiculous question coming from?
The defendant's name is Maggie Bird.
I think someone needs to check the court record. What? It says right here that it's Maggie Bird. Ah! It looks like the bird caught the cat napping.
What's going on here?
I have no idea, sir. Oh yeah, how you doing, friend? As you can see, the victim did indeed leave a name, Maggie. However, the defendant's name is actually spelled M-A-G-G-E-Y. This is a blatant contradiction of facts.
Ooh.
Yeah, but I hadn't even known. What do you mean? Do you work underneath you, you freak? But maybe the victim didn't know how to spell her name correctly. May I remind you that it was you who said the defendant is accused of killing her lover. If they were truly lovers, it would be impossible for him not to have known her name. Welcome back. Seems like you had a lot of fun that weekend. You took a longer break. Oh yeah, I meant to have streamed last week, but I got caught up with stuff. Or it's more of my resting period because, as you mentioned, it is school. The school time is next month. Literally like 3 weeks. Holy crap, 3 weeks. That means I technically start school. No, 2 weeks. Wow. Yeah, so I start work in 2 weeks. Supposedly. So that's gonna be fun. So hopefully it goes well. That just means I have to sleep earlier, so I can't really stay up to play games as much. Or I can just have to be careful, basically. And yeah, stream will probably be more in the evening time at that point. So I kind of have to see how that goes.
Mr. Payne?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you absolutely certain that the defendant and the victim, Dustin Prince, were in fact lovers?
Well, yes, I'm quite certain, Your Honor. They were a well-known couple in the police force.
Anything else, you? Please testify for the court the relationship between the victim and the defendant. Yes, sir.
I don't care about the relationship. I don't care who the fuck killed her.
The Officer Prince said Officer Bird had been going out for about half a year.
Sounded like they were even talking about marriage. Damn! 6 months? Half a year? Talking about marriage? He's only 22, my dude! Goddamn!
The day of the incident is happened to be the victim's birthday, sir. Maggie, Officer Bird, got Officer Prince a prison.
Uh-huh.
It was something she had brought over 2 months ago.
Uh-huh.
I should know, because she came to me asking what she get for him.
Oh. Those two sound like they were close. And she murdered him? Nevertheless, tragedy struck.
Yes, I see. The causes have been the witness, Mr. Wright.
Oh. Oh. Ah. Ah. Why do my sister have to turn on the AC? It's not that hot. I can barely breathe. Ah. Ah. What's this? Ah. People get murdered and killed for less sometimes. Was this game about Cyclops? So Cyclops is... Actually, it could be this game.
I think this game has Cyclops. I just realized. Maybe. Maybe. I'm trying to remember. I know the third game heavily has Cyclops. This game, I forgot what the gimmick was. It could be Cyclops, but might be a later point. Oh, wait. Hey! Go back! There we go. Yes, as mentioned, because it's on YouTube as well, if we finish this case early, we actually will transition. We're not gonna go to case 2 yet. We will transition to Final Fantasy 11. Whoa! Whoa! So, this will give you guys a good look of what the game is, how the game was and is, and for the most case, how different the vibe will be. So, I have been locked. I'll say this right now. I have been locked on to Final Fantasy 11 more so than 14. And I don't know if it's because of my exposure to modern MMO versus, yeah. So, yeah. Oh man. I pay for the game. I was very convinced to actually cancel 14 in exchange for 11. I can't switch the games per se, or I can't switch the payment. I have to make a new payment. But I was thinking to cancel the game, the 14, to play 11. That's how adamant I was. Yeah, I was definitely locked on. I might have to change the. I think the chat box is too big. What do you guys think? Is it actually too much? Because I want to see more of the words. Like I want to see people's word, not the box itself. But yeah, so I wanted to essentially just, I wanted to look into it more, and I realized that, yeah, ooh, I like this. Okay. Oh yeah, that's why I'm trying to make this go on mobile. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I'm trying to have it so that the words will be slightly big, but also be able to be readable on stream. Not particularly for my sake, but I guess just for any purposes of things. So I'm gonna go ahead. Why does it still give me that? I don't need that box. Guys, give me the same box. What the hell? I didn't ask for this box. Okay. Yeah, it should be a different box. Why does it give me this box? I don't get it. I don't get it. Testing. Huh. Whoa, there's more boxes. Holy crap. Yeah, it's actually not. Oh, there's a WoW box? Just. Ooh, Odyssey? I like that. Yeah, the thing what I don't like with restreams chat, there's no. What's the word? There's no save button. How am I supposed to save things if it won't let me save things? Ooh, okay, I like this one better. Okay, can I save? How do I save? There we go. I have to refresh it. Okay. Well, now it's going different. Going from top to bottom. I do bottom. My bad. Precious bad boy. Not as big as I thought 200. Okay, you think 200% would be big? It's not. I'm about to go 300. I apologize. There we go. That was big. Cool. Hey. Might be a little too big.
That's actually good. I like it. I'll save this for now. Yeah. So I needed to change the chat skin because I think it's a little too much. Might be too distracting. And so now it's basically better. Or I think it's better because not too. Yeah, it's not too big. And I think it's more legible in a sense. Or at least the messages are a little bit more legible. So yeah, I like it. Alright, back to the game. How do you know about this? Every year in March we have a training camp for his cops. Officer Bird was a rookie at the top, and she and Officer Prince seemed to hit it off. They got clothes, I take it. Actually, I was supposed to go too, but I couldn't pay the deposit for the trip, so I didn't. If only I'd gone on that trip. What is it? Oh, nothing, sir. Really? Anyways, we all know this. He loves Bird. He has a crush on Maggie. It sounded like they were even talking about marriage. Marriage? Wasn't the victim 8 years older than her? What? You say that guy's gotta marry someone the same age as himself, pal? No, that's not what I meant. Oh, Gumshoe. I think Gumshoe and Dustin were only a year apart, you know? I think this fellow has ways to go before marriage. Even with amnesia, I'm still a funny guy. Mind your own business, pal. The day of the incident, you mean number 6? Whoa! Hey. Victim, Officer Princess, just got off duty at 5:30 p.m. that day. Since back in night shift hasn't started yet, they went to a park for a bit. I remember when I was young and in love. Oh, it was a jolly time. That's great, Your Honor. I'm glad you're such a cheerful old man. Maggie, let me Officer Bird. I got Prince a present. You seem to know a lot about the defendant. That's because, boss, I gotta watch out for my subordinates. But even what she was going to give as a present? Is that going a bit too far? Hey, pal, watch what you say. I know everything that happens under me. If someone so much as scratches there, I really don't need to know that much. Mr. Wright, please refrain from badgering the witness. I agree. Even if this witness has a crush on the defendant, that should not be the point of discussion at this point. Even the judge knows. I'm sure you know what. You can't hide it. Hey, wait a second. Why are we talking about this? It's all your fault, pal. You're guilty, guilty, guilty. I should have you arrested. I think the good detective is about done here. Oh, 2 months ago.
This is a very considerate woman, pal.
So what was this birthday present? You got a glove. Glove? Hattie, we all know what men want. It ain't no glove. That's used for something else. A single glove? Why would she only give him that? Actually, Your Honor, the glove in question is a baseball glove. Oh, I see. A baseball glove. Yeah, Officer Prince was a huge baseball fan. Baseball glove? Huh. Just now, I believe you said that present was something she had bought over 2 months ago? Yeah. Are you saying she bought that glove at a store that far in advance? Nah, not like that, pal. Then what is it like? She ordered it. It was a custom made. Custom made? Glove was custom made? Oh. Your Honor. Man want gloves to throw down to signify you want to fight for honor. As what some would say. I really don't see how this glove is related to this case.
You would say there's a little relevance. What do you think, Mr. Riot? Do you think this glove is really relevant to this case?
Of course it's relevant. I don't know where this will lead me, but of course it's relevant. That glove is the key to this whole case. Yes! Fluffy to the max! Now this is the Mr. Right I know. Wait, what? I'm so happy you're back, sir. I was wondering how long it'd take. It was great. I see people. Feels like I've done this before. As if I used to do this to squeeze information from even the most tight-lipped people.
Very well. If you're not convinced, then let's hear some more about the matter. Yeah, actually, I brought the glove with me today.
And?
Why didn't you say so earlier? Hurry, show the glove to the court. I didn't think it had anything to do with this case. Anyway, this is it, sir.
What the fuck? Why is it that color?
Funny yellow, isn't it?
Why does it look like a pair of bananas?
Officer Prince really liked the color yellow.
And that's why you had to special order it? Yep, that's right. And what other reason?
I think this court has heard enough. It is clear the defendant and the victim and the defendant were involved with each other.
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor.
Now, if that is true, it brings up an important question. Was the name Maggie really written by the victim?
I see your point, Your Honor. Detective, please tell the court a little more about the name on the ground.
Yes, sir. We first looked into the handwriting. Unfortunately, we couldn't confirm that it was the victim's handwriting. Next, we checked the victim's pointer finger. We found there was sand trapped underneath the victim's fingernail. There were also scratches on the skin that was caused by him right on the ground. From this, we could confirm that the victim wrote this name with his right hand.
Ooh.
Yes, a perfectly logical conclusion. Bullshit.
Now that is right. You may cross-examine the witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. Cross-examination. We first look into the handwriting. But can you really determine handwriting based on a A sample written in sand? That's why amateurs are amateurs. Not a bunch of simpletons, pal. Scientific investigation in this country is actually pretty good. I believe it's time to get back to the real point. Agreed, Your Honor. So what was the result of the investigation? Fortunately, we could confirm that it was the victim's handwriting. So in the end, he couldn't confirm it. Hey, don't look down on us. I told you, we're not a bunch of simpletons, pal. Everyone knows you can't find out everything you want with a scientific investigation. I've never heard of that before. Me neither. Oh, I never heard anything like that at the police academy, sir. Okay, so I made it up. Anyway. Next, we check the victim's pointer finger. This pointer finger? You know, the one you always pointing and waving around in people's faces. Don't tell me it bothers you. Every time you do it, I have a mini heart attack. It's like you're trying to kill me, pal. In any case, you examined the victim's index finger, correct? Yeah. We figured there should be something on this finger if he had been written in the sand. Right in the sand. Blah. And the results? We found out there was a sand trap underneath the victim's fingernail. And what does that prove? It proves that he did write that name with his own finger. Yes, which explains why there was sand stuck under his nail. I guess he's right. And there's more. There were also scratches on his skin that were caused by him writing on the ground. Scratches on his skin. Yep. You can't see them with your naked eye, but then they're... That's incredible. Sure is. That's the power of scientific investigation. They're so small that we have to use a magnifying glass, like a really strong one. Got that really scientific sounding name. You know, microscope? Yeah, that's it. We used one of those and that's how we found him. Can't believe this guy doesn't know what a microscope is. And for this, we could confirm that the victim wrote this name with his right hand. Are you absolutely sure? I believe in the power of science. I wonder if my evidence is solid enough to counter it. Listening to this, you would think there was only one conclusion. The name was definitely written by the victim. But don't you think that would be really strange, sir? If Nelson really wrote that message with his right hand, do you think I would have gone through that much trouble to get him his present? Present? What about it? What about the present? What is it about this banana? Is that a gumshoe? Take a look at this. Yeah, that's the glove, right? Could you tell the court what is so special about this glove? Special, never really thought about it, but it's really yellow. And that's about it. Yes, it's really yellow, but that is only one of its qualities. Huh? There's another reason why it's special. What would that be? It's very simple. This glove is made for a left-handed person. Left-handed? Well, you're absolutely right. This glove was made to be worn on the right hand. That's why it had to be custom made. I have never seen a bright yellow left-handed glove for sale, have you? Well, no. So, detective, which hand did the victim use to write the name with again? That's easy. Look, it's obvious from this picture that it was his. Wait a second. Don't forget the victim was left-handed. Oh. That is. I mean, Ruled. That's right. I would like to know what your line of reasoning proves. There's only one conclusion that can be drawn. A left-handed person could not have written a message with his right hand. I mean, technicality, sure, I guess. Technicality. Technicality. You know? Therefore, the person who wrote the name Maggie could not have been the victim. I mean, I would have just gone with the name wasn't correct, so it could have been the guy. I would have just went with that, but yeah, now let's go with technicality. Order. If you think about it that way, then yes. It is not possible that this name was written by the victim himself. And that means Maggie's. No, this is impossible.
Is it Maggie?
Yes, Your Honor.
The evidence the prosecution has presented has failed to prove the defendant's guilt. I believe you have proven her to be innocent.
No! You did it, Mr. Wright. Whew, I feel like I can breathe again.
It seems that we have reached the conclusion. You did a fine job once again, Mr. Wright.
Your Honor? Oh, well, thank you, sir. See, you got complimented by the judge again. You're really good. And that's why I can't give up being a lawyer, sir. You joking? I'm more than ready to retire.
Well, I'll announce my verdict. This court finds the defendant Maggie Bird.
No, not yet. I mean, please give me a few more minutes, Your Honor.
What's a minute on this, Mr. Payne?
The prosecution is not finished yet.
What do you mean?
We would like to call our next witness to the stand.
What? And what did this witness witness?
The moment the victim was pushed to his death. What's more, he saw the very face of the culprit.
What the heck? Order. Order in the court. I believe a recess is in court order. Afterwards, we will hear from this new witness.
I feel like that was a bit too easy. I need more information. I'll have to see what I can find out during this recess. And if I go down, I'll get tougher from here.
Court is adjourned for recess.
To be continued. I forgot this was slightly longer of a first case. Slightly, just slightly. Yes, banana glove. Banana. Banana. I keep seeing that meme everywhere. Banana.
You can always speed one tactic, which is, I don't know. I mean, there is an auto thing, like an auto story where it actually plays for you. I think that's what it does. Story mode, or whatever. Oh, right. I have to change this game. There we go. Slightly better. I'm not a fan of using a box. If it's easier to read, and might as well. Because a lot of games I play will have like, yeah, a lot of white background. I don't like. Or light. Is it light or white? Light. If I put it right here, if I put it on this side, like, yeah, obviously it's gonna be better because you have already this. If I put it right here, it'd be the same as putting it over here. So
can't believe my lawyer is trying to defend me in such a state. Why didn't you tell me, sir? I'm sorry, I didn't mention it to you. Oh, I know what to do. I heard you can fix something like this with a really strong shock to your system. Come on, lower your head a little. A Maggie kick should do. Wait, what? No. I gotta pass on this. Come on! Sorry. I always see someone in trouble. I have a hard time leaving them alone. Then stick my nose where it doesn't belong and trying to tackle everyone's problems. But my head's one problem you won't be tackling today. It would save my hands, yes, but it would make the game. It would make the stream boring because at that point I'm just watching. I'll also just do a YouTube playthrough at that point. Oh, like, yeah, watch a YouTube at that point. But let's have real problem first. We can deal with mine later. But now, do you think you can fill me in on a few things? Like on top? I mean, yeah. I mean, that's what I kind of did. The cat has his background capacity, so I just turned that lower. Yeah. But this game in particular is the upper right or upper left. It's like on and off, but upper right seems to be highly better, in my opinion. I guess we'll start with my name and then I can tell you about me. No, that's okay, really. I think I know you and your name pretty well by now. I was wondering if you could help me figure out a few things about myself. So my name is Phoenix, right? This is serious, you really don't remember? I'll tell you what, sir. You can have this back and maybe it'll help. This is great. I got this from you. It's my most prized possession. Ah, look at that. My most prized possession. You can borrow it for now, but please give it back, okay? Okay. Some numbers written on the back. Oh, that's your cell phone number. Guess for now we should start talking about me. Not talking about this case. This case? Yep. You think of anything that would be helpful for me to know? What can I tell you? Can't think of anything other than the incident with that cell phone, but cell phone. Yeah. Your eyes lit up when we talked about it at the detention center, sir. Hurry up and then tell me that this might be very important. Okay, Roger. It was on the day of the crime, just before 6 p.m. I picked up a lost cell phone while on a walk with Dustin. All of a sudden, the phone began to ring. Hello? Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone. Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and give this back. I'll be right there. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. You can call me Maggie. We agreed to meet at 6 p.m. Dustin and I waited for the person to show up. But they never did. So what is the phone you found out? I gave it to you yesterday. To me? Did that phone in my pocket? Read this? You think it has anything to do with the murder? I don't really know, but my eyes lit up. Ah! You're all along. You're so mean. I called you a million times and you wouldn't pick up. He's back! He's back! I think... Is this the game? I think this is... No, it can't be this game. Fuck! Who the heck is this? Who the heck is this? Let me guess, I'm supposed to know this girl too. Hey, good morning, Maggie. And good morning to you too, Maya. So, how's it going? Is there a word for worse than abysmal? Abysma? Huh? What if I said that everything would be fine? That's right, it's Maya to the rescue with the ultra decisive, super important evidence. Here you are, Nick. I think you wanted me to ring. Ah? Oh, thanks. What is this? A list? It has about 20 people. Phone numbers written. Kinda tough, but I managed to dig up some dirt. It looks like these guys are up to no good. Oh, good. As in, there's a group of con artists the police are currently investigating. I think these guys are members of that group. Ah. Why would a group of con artists pop up in a case like this? Look at me! And where'd you get this list from the first place? What? Don't you remember, Nick? You're the one who asked me to look this up yesterday. Oh, is that right? These numbers were in the memory of the phone Maggie found. Ah, that's where they're from. You're awfully forgetful these days, Nick. I hope I never get to be a forgetful old prune like you. Maya? Actually, Mr. Wright is...
Hey, Mr. Wright.
Reason is not over. Please bring the defendant and return to the courtroom immediately. Oh, oops. Guess you have to get going. We can talk about you being old later, Nick. Wish us luck. I guess I have all the pieces now. More or less. All that's left is to put it all together. I'm not going to lose this. I can't. Come on, Nick. Gotta get a move on. Yeah! Whoever you are. Dude, imagine being known as a lawyer who lost his memory and still win. Now, we don't tell people this, but luckily we have... Right, it is an old man of like 24 or so. 24? Ah, damn. We don't know the age of Maya. Okay. I'm pretty sure we're like... This thing is... The last time we saw Maya, she left. So, there might have been a time skip. I think this takes place like a year or two? Maybe? Yes, Your Honor. But before I do, if I may say a few words.
What is it, Mr. Payne?
It's about the next witness. He has a tendency to say things that rub people the wrong way, you see. So I asked that the court might be a little lenient on...
There's no need to give a preface. Just hurry up and call your witness, please.
No words for you. No words for me. Also, as I go lazy. Hi. Yes, Your Honor. The prosecution calls its next witness. A drifter who was taking a walk in the park on the day of the murder.
Oh, jeez. Guilty. Guilty as all hell.
Please state your name for the court, witness.
That voice is...
Hi. Oh, hi. Oh, hi. Hi. Oh, well. Well.
As I work, I respond slow.
Yep. You're working evening-ish times, right? So...
Man. How does that feel? Compared to, like, daytime.
I mean, you get to wake up slightly late, but... Ooh, you swing ship. Interesting. I don't know how I feel about that. I would have wanted a consistent shift. Like... I would like to have a consistent shift. So at least I can rest easily or sleep easily in a sense. Like, it kind of feels like, you know, we're just gonna make you come in whenever within these two shifts. You either work day or you work night. We'll just let you know. Or something, I don't know. It's weird. Ha, wow. Well, before I do, I'd like to clarify a little something. Huh? Oh, alright, go ahead. Just now, you introduced my wonderful self to the court, correct? Perhaps as a drifter who was taking a walk. Did I? Well, I will not stand for that. Now, you've tinted the court's eye and colored me wrongly. Sure, I suppose some. Oh gosh! Nope, 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 nope. I ain't talking that fast. Oh, guilty. This guy is guilty. This guy is guilty. He talks too fast. Yes, you want lashes like that, but also maybe not. I don't know. I don't know if you want to have those type of lashes, Fran. Cause then you become like this prick. Not this prick, but the other prick. Yes, yes, I understand. I'm very sorry. I will be more careful from now on. How fast to scream use your inner Asian voice. I'm Chinese. We all know Chinese. Sometimes I don't know about Korean. No. Vietnamese people don't talk that fast, per se. We talk sternly. We don't talk fast. The Chinese people talk fast. Okay? You see all those kung fu movies? You don't watch it because of the story. You watch it because of the fight scenes. What is he, a human chatterbox? Ugh. I have to question him? Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Fashion, cars, women, glasses, and of course university. First rate only need a plot. Wait, glasses? Wait, hold on. Fashion, cars, women, I understand. The fuck you mean glasses? Oh. Glasses. So yes, that's what I'm saying. What do you want wearing glasses? Now ads? Oh man. I mean, I do appreciate you guys staying for the ads. I know not everyone likes ads, but I do appreciate little by little of like the ads. Actually, I appreciate it more if the ads play on the top of the chat, but you still see my stream. I think I appreciate that a little bit more, because at least then it's like you don't miss out on the gameplay of a streamer, and you still get the ads. So why not just do both? You know, YouTube, learn, please. Or just have the ads shorter, like 10-second ads, 30-second ad, and then done. Oh, why does it gotta be like a minute? Why do I want to know about food for a minute?
That's enough. Get in with this.
Oh, is that how you want to play this? Use your power and influence to keep the young people down. I see how you work now. You old people and your dirty tricks. You thought you had me, but you thought wrong.
I'm sorry, it won't happen again.
Oh man. Oh, okay. At least my ads are shorter. I don't know. I think I may need to fix the ad stuff, but it'll be fine. Not like it's 3 minutes. So Fred got AI, Lazy got Applebee's. That's saying a lot. 2 different things. That means Lazy was probably searching up food stuff that Applebee's may have. And Fran probably is watching a lot of AI stuff. Hi, I forgive you. Alright, I suppose I could tell you my name. I'm Richard Wellington, the drifter Vertosoul, with a PhD in drifting, as it were. If you wanted to, you could call me a university student in transit. Transit. We're watching anti-AI stuff? I mean, that's probably why. You're watching something that's... I mean, it's still AI related, so... Haven't Google Food since like 2 weeks ago? Then you probably either Googled bees or apples. I don't know what you do with your time, sir, but you probably Googled something that's bee related or apple related. Ahem. Mr. Wellington, on the day of the murder, you were taking a strolling through the park, right? It would appear that you are attached to that road. If you must, then by all means. But I remind you that I am in no way of a prepubescent boy out on a walk with. Anyway, please testify to this court what you saw during your walk to the park. Let's see. Say it again. Taking a walk. You know, you.
What you witness will do, Mr. Wilton. Shut the fuck up. Justify them.
Well, I was at the park all afternoon, deep in my thought about my life situation. I don't remember the time all that well, but I do believe it was past 6 p.m. All of a sudden, a police officer falls from above right in front of my eyes. When I thought, I looked up, and there I met the eyes of a charming young lady. Of course, I remember her sweet face. It was that of the pretty defendant there. Wait, how old are you? Oh, 22. Ah. I see. The only other thing I saw was the banana that fell with the police officer. The fuck? Oh, right.
I made a joke earlier.
That was certainly a decisive testimony. Decisive? Nick, did you hear what he just said? Yeah. That's all you have to say? How can you be so calm? It's strange. My mind is very calm and clear. Almost empty. Maybe it's because I believe in my client. Maggie? Yes, and if she really is innocent, then that can only mean one thing. That guy lied! That guy lied!
I ain't calling you a truther.
And I'll question the witness, Mr. Wright. Find out the truth, no matter how well you craft your lies. If Yugi can believe in the heart of the cards, I can believe in the heart of my clients. 90% of the time.
Well, hopefully work is doing good for you and such. Oh man,
I start working like 2 weeks-ish, so there goes my summer vacation. I know how Roxas feels. Except it wasn't 7 days of summer, it was like a month or so. So you were at the park all afternoon? You seem to have a lot of free time.
yeah, I do.
Well, that was very rude of you. But then again, what can I expect? That's what you get from a man who graduated from a no-name trashy university. No name? Trashy? Now, this might be hard for a mush-head, feeble-minded baboon like you, but I have to think very carefully about the future of our great country. The fuck are you gonna be a politician? I thought you said you were thinking about which college to go to just now. Oh, please. Which university I go to will directly affect the very future of this country.
You like it? No wake up alarm, no rush hour.
Really? He's gotta drive back in pitch dark? I mean, true. But at least he has a little more option. Like, he's on the way back home. Maybe he wants to grab like a little dinner or so. At least he doesn't go out to dinner per se. He comes home with dinner. If he wants to. I would do something like that if I know I have no food. And I get off of work. That arrogant little snot. Oh, my nose, man. I don't remember the time at all. Well, it'll be a peace, but how'd you know what time it was? I see you're not wearing a watch, so... Is that the best you can do? Do you think you could discredit me like that? You're just a third-rate biased fool. I guess I can't expect real smart from you. This arrogance is really intolerable. What should I do now? That's hard. Answer the question. How do you know what time it was?
Also, you can do all your appointments in the day and shopping without the rush. That is also true. It does suck when you have appointments. They put it usually within the time that you work. Not like afterward. Like I'm supposed to meet my doctor at like 2 o'clock or 1 o'clock, and it's like I have work. What do you mean I can't make another appointment? I have work. And then when you try to cancel that, guess what? You have to wait like another few weeks for like a 10-minute, 15-minute thing. And it's like, the fuck? I'm losing money just to be here for 5 minutes. You know what I mean? Just so that you guys can make money off of me. So, it's one way or another. One second. They doesn't want to get off work too? I mean, true. But make it a little bit. How about close later, if anything? Majority of people who work, they get off around 3 to 4-ish. For the most part. So the fact that you have to make an appointment that's at 2 o'clock, it's like you lose those 2 hours to pay. And those pay will be used for something else. You know what I mean? Oh. Not only are you losing 2 hours of pay, but you're also still losing more money because you have these appointments. I know these doctors. They ain't free. This ain't Canada. You don't get health. You know, there's no free healthcare. Every time you go in, it's money. And it's stupid. Like, bruh. How do you guys make money if we come here once? This is why I don't go to doctors as much. It's like, unless it's severe, I don't think I want to spend $40 just to tell me, like, yeah, you're on salary now, so no losing money technically. Oh, okay. He's a salary man. I mean, how did the were you a salary guy before? Have you done salary? If not, how does it feel now? Because if you're on salary, that means it doesn't matter of the hours you work, so long as you get the job done, right? Is that how that usually works? Because you're not getting paid by the hours like I am, right? You're getting paid for your work, in a sense. I've never done salary jobs, so I wouldn't know. You're in the lower tier work, so it's hourly work, but sorted into salary. What the hell? So you still have to do hourly stuff, but your pay is within salaries. So interesting. Okay. Interesting. Tisk. Can't believe I had to deal with a worm like you. You're just a shallow man who can only slam on desks and point at people for fun. Hey, I don't do it for fun. I guess I don't have a choice. I'll try to explain to you later so that even a third-rate simpleton like you could understand. There was this little thing they call a clock at the park. Did you get that? Do you know what a clock is? It's a thing that tells you time. As you can see, Mr. Wright, it's even in this picture of the crime scene. Oh, so it is. I looked at the clock and I knew that's how I knew the time. But if you ask me, this whole oh jeez, no.
I'm gonna say is I work very minimal stuff that hourly payment do, but it pays. Oh, interesting. So it's an upgrade, I guess. In a sense, it's an upgrade. Now it can also be paid over time. Big upgrade for sure, in my opinion. I mean, yeah, because you're doing you're not being paid hourly. You're being paid salary. So paid more, but yeah, that means no more overtime pay rate. Oh, okay. So more money, but there's a chance of there's a chance of overtime, but no pay for that. So basically, you can work X amount of hours, and you're still getting paid that set salary, basically, right? More or less. Because regular jobs with hourly it's very set. Interesting. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, if I have a set X amount of money to be paid to me, but I work X more hours, it feels weird, you know? Because then I'm not being paid for that time, over quote unquote, like I'm not being paid for that OT and such. I'm not getting more money because I work more hours. I'm getting paid a set amount, and I do whatever I have to do, basically. Okay, I'll stretch. I technically hydrated just now, so. Cause yeah, like. I thought I could also get OT if you work like way past normal times. I mean, from what Lazy is describing, it feels like you can work X amount of hours, you will still get paid the same. The salary doesn't change unless the company decides to up it. Versus you work X amount of hours, that will equal to your pay. X amount of hours equals pay, basically. Equals X amount of pay. But in this case, X amount of hours equals set pay. Or set pay does not equal X amount of hours. In a sense. So Lazy can do whatever he needs to do. He can do much more, he'll still get paid the same. Versus I can do more, I'll get paid more. But that's on hourly based. Yeah, so that's the thing with salary. Salary is more endgame, quote unquote endgame stuff. So at the end of the year, you will get the biggest bonus, probably the biggest upgrade, etc., etc. Hourly, you have to wait for promotions. You have to wait for being promoted or a pay raise. And even then, pay raise is not based upon it's not always on your contribution to the company or to your work. It just depends on the person who the boss, basically, if they want to give you a pay raise or not. The company, technically the company will be more I want to say the company would be more looser in that sense, because they want to keep you. So yeah, so I think that's the biggest difference. With corporations, they do want to keep people, but at the same time, they're not exactly, the best for people's interests. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just go up to them and demand a raise. No, you'll get fired for sure. Well, else, if you work at a liquor store, gas station, like quote unquote non-corporated places, you can easily just talk to your boss. You can easily go up to your boss and talk about things. You won't get fired half the time. You'll just probably get rejected. That's it. Keep working here, and yeah, I'll give you a raise. Versus corporate, oh, do better, and we'll probably kiss your ass afterwards. So it's basically performance is more important for corporations. So long as Lazy does a better job or a good job, he will more likely to get a raise. Me, on the other hand, I'm technically in between. My pay raise is evaluated by the district, by the school district. Not really a doxing, because no one knows what school I work for. But if the school sees that I have been doing my job well enough, and they do see the improvement of the kids and the students, and I say this right now, I work for special ed, so that is going to be tough as hell to have them improve anything, much less schoolwork. But if I'm able to do that, I will more likely get a pay raise. And that's usually at the beginning of the year. Either the beginning of the year or the end of the year. I think it's one or the other. Ooh, give it. Give back. I love give back. What do you mean I don't want no ball? Fuck you. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, for me, I'm reliant on evaluation, similar to how Lazy is also based on evaluation, but on a salary base. So I'm not gonna get an increase on my salary. I don't have a salary person. I'll get an increase on my hourly. That's it. Which, I mean, cool. I still enjoy the job. Would I like it to be more pay? For sure. Actually, this might come to a surprise. This upcoming weekend, obviously I don't stream on the weekends, but this upcoming weekend, I am gonna meet with a friend. She is gonna propose a business plan with me, and there's a chance, small chance, depending on how this goes, there's a small chance I might be in a partnership with her to do a business that I'm already used to. So, if it does go well, and everything goes smoothly, I might actually either have a second job, or I will be replacing this job for a better job. Yeah, so there could be a possible new job, or another job. Just depends on how well this goes, because I don't know if she knows everything. But yes, it's gonna be a business. I'm technically could be a quote unquote ownership or CEO of this business. But it's not really like it's not really a big business per se. But it is a business that is needed only because guess what? Guess what Trump is trying to get rid of? Trump is trying to get rid of special ed. We all know this. I think it's Trump. Yeah, Trump. I'm sorry. Trump is trying to take away special ed in school districts. And so, not to say my business relates to that, but my business does help in that sense. It can. I don't know if it's going to be used for that, but it can. So yes, it is a business for special ed that we're doing. She already has things in mind. She just needs a partner or an investor. Obviously, I ain't rich, But what I can do is I can be a partner. I can co-sign. I can co-partner. I can do what I can on my end. But I ain't investing, sir. I'll give you $5. That's it. I own like 1% of the company. Oh, yeah, so that's gonna be a thing. That's gonna be a thing. So that's gonna be for this Saturday. So I'll update of how that goes on next week. It would be cool. Not gonna lie, because I did want to own a business. Because supposedly 200 stocks, please. But we only have 200. That means you own everything. No. We'll see. Because right now, how I'm seeing it is basically a competitor to my old job, my previous job. It's literally a competitor, and I don't know if I talked about it on stream as much, but my previous job wasn't the best job. So the pay was fine-ish, but everything else was more of a health hazard. So we need to really amp it up so that we can... I don't know how this will work. I have some ideas already. I have some planning, but that all depends on whether she accepts them or has her own planning. Anyways, enough IRL. It's time for this guy. Yet again, another flood of meaningless words. Talk about a first-class waste of time. Well, in any case, all of a sudden, police officer falls from above right in front of my eyes. And how'd you know he was a police officer? You obviously have no idea how powerful my deductive reasoning skills are. In one glance, I could tell you just what kind of occupation he held. That's short. Oh, jeez, and crackers. No, I ain't saying this. Interesting. Wish you the best. Yeah. Jam at the board. Oh, yeah. So we'll see how this goes. Because if this business does go well, and it is pretty much an investment. If this goes well, I could maybe, just maybe, ask a friend if he's interested. But I don't want him to be at the... So, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of promises. So, I'm going to see how this goes. I'll say this right now. There's not enough facility at the moment in the US. So, people who don't know this, at some point, I don't know if it's under Trump, and I think it was Trump, but essentially they cut off investments for psych wards, meaning a person who was declared, mentally not there and such, they go to jail or anywhere else, but not a psych ward. And that's because they closed those businesses down. And that's why, in a sense, that's why the facilities, the one that I used to work in, all those people go in there instead. Or some people go there. So, yeah. So, something to note. Psych wards is closing down, if not already been closed down. Just as somehow the push of special ed in school is also trying to get rid of that completely. And so it's like, wait. if the special eds don't go to school, how are they going to learn? Homeschool? You mean to tell me that now the parents who are working now have to take off work to teach their kids? Or they have to hire someone who specializes. So now there's a higher there's a higher rising of BCBAs and special ed tutors and such. There's all that field is now a growing field because of those two things. So it's interesting. It's very interesting. And the study of ABA is now growing bigger and bigger. It was a thing back then, but it's getting bigger now. So it's interesting. It's very interesting. And trust me, it doesn't hurt to learn ABA, because it helps you really understand a person who's not exactly, or who has mentalness. It really does help, because ABA doesn't just identify who has autism in a sense, but they specialize in who has problem behaviors, meaning behaviors in which a person lacks understanding and clarity of the behaviors at any age, at any point, or as they were young growing up, the behavior evolved essentially. So yeah, I would say definitely ADHD technically falls under the category of autism in a sense, but everyone has ADHD in a way. So that isn't to say everyone is not autistic, but we all have that form of autism. We're not on that spectrum in a sense. So yeah, fun fact. Oh, and there's a big difference between not knowing and not understanding, by the way. Like, Sheldon, for example. Sheldon from Big Bang Theory. Obviously, he has autism. He has a form of autism. He has a bunch of autism, actually. But that doesn't exactly make him autistic, if that makes sense. Or it can, maybe. I'm trying to think. No, I think he is autistic. He doesn't have autism, in a sense. Let me check that up. I'm curious. Hold on. Hold on, let me. Oh, yeah. Okay. I was right. There is a difference between autistic and autism. Autism is the neural behaviors or development condition. Autistic is a descriptive of a person in a sense. So you could say that Sheldon is autistic. No. I mean, yeah, no. Oh man, that's hard to describe actually. Sheldon has traits of an autistic person, but is not like canon. Technically, yes. So, the character himself, he is autistic, but he doesn't have autism in a sense. Like, one is describing the person, one is describing the condition, basically, of what they have. from my understanding from what Google says. Good doctor, I think he is confirmed to be autistic. So yeah, I mean, oh, can't really say it. Extraordinary attorney, who I think also confirmed. So yeah, you can be autistic, but you don't necessarily need to have autism as well. It's just a difference of, yeah, with autism, like your brain is developed differently, yes. But for autistic people, like we've all seen. Yeah, so there you go. Is that essentially what Fran said? You can have the traits, doesn't mean you have the condition. So that's pretty much the difference between being autistic and having autism. Is basically that. You can have one, doesn't mean you have the other, basically. So yeah, in my case, it's the other side. We work with people who have autism, where their brain is developed differently than quote-unquote normal people or average people. So they think differently, they do things differently, they speak differently, etc. But they're not exactly autistic in a sense where they don't understand you. They can't, blah, blah, blah. No, these people, they can understand you. They have a form of intellect, but their intellect is on a different scale. I think for autism, for maybe all definitions before autism was redefined in EMS6 or so, you need to have like 3 out of 5 to be considered interesting. I mean, ADHD counts as 1, so all 1 for 5. OCD is technically a form of autism as well, by the way. In a sense, any form of disorder is a path towards autism. OCD counts as 1. ADHD counts as 1. I think hyperfixation is also another one as well. Like anything that seems extreme or extraordinary tends to lean towards that side, basically. So that doesn't mean it's a bad thing. I think people need to remember it's not a bad thing to have these conditions, but it can be a worrisome thing once it becomes harmful to yourself and possibly to others. I think that's essentially the sign. That I think that's what dumbs it down. It's not a bad thing to have these forms of autism. However, it becomes harmful. Once it becomes harmful, then it becomes a danger. Because it leads to other conditions that comes with it. When you have OCD and it becomes extreme, it then becomes fixation. Fixation then equals to hyperfixation. Aggressiveness, when it doesn't go your way, it also leads to perfectionist. I mean, that's not really autism, but that's just like a thing. You try to become a perfectionist. You try to become a controller. So, which can lead to being manipulator, and such. So you have all of these things that are connected to autism in the more extreme way, which what I do like. Crap. What was the TV show? Criminal Minds. Criminal Minds, while they don't necessarily dive into quote unquote autistic or autism people, they do dive into the mind of a criminal, and you can tell that these are these imperfected people with the mind twisted, and in a way it you can see that form of autism, but they themselves are not autistic. Even one of the main character, the brainy guy, I forgot his name, it's been a while, the smart guy, he isn't autistic, but he has autism. Like, he has trouble fitting in with people because of how quirky he is. He's just out of his way to be much more than what he is, etc. I forgot. There's a whole story arc with that guy. But he is essentially one of the people in which, yeah, you don't have to be autistic to have autism, but you can be a normal person, or you can just be a person with autism. That's it. It just depends on what form of autism and how further it may go. That's what matters. Especially as an adult. Oof. And that's why I took on psychology class back in college. I was intrigued with the human mind. Made me realize a lot of things. Anyway, sorry. I don't mean to rant on with this whole thing. And I suppose it was also because he was wearing an officer's uniform. Shouldn't that statement have come first? That was pretty impressive. Hey Nick, do you think he's figured out what I do? Even I haven't figured that out yet. What I thought, I looked up and I met the eyes of a charming young lady. You sure you got a good look at her face? And I'll look at you now, almost CEO. I mean, there's a small chance. There's no guarantee. There's no guarantee. Technically, my friend already has the building. We just need to have it more documented and such. Like, you can't just say you're gonna run a business and just slap on a sticker. Like, the building has to be approved by the county in order for it to be registered as a potential, like, facility for that purpose. Otherwise, you're running like an illegal thing, because if something happens, it's on you, basically. Yeah, she has to have it officialized in a sense, and she needs a partner. She wants to do it with someone, I guess, to help her out, or she needs someone so she can co-sign with. Co-founder, then, in a sense, co-founder, co-owner. I'll be like, either you walk up into a building, show off the briefcase and money, and smirk and win. Well, here's the thing. 1, we don't have a briefcase of money. And 2, we're not in Japan. And 3, we're not in a Yakuza-like clan. 4, we are not ex-Yakuza either. And 5, we are not handsome 35-year-old men. And 6, only one of us is a man. I can list more, but I think I state my statement correctly. I think there's a little bit more we should do, but we'll see. Again, that's a later thing. So I'm gonna see how that's gonna work with my scheduling, because then the business Like, I don't mind helping her, but at the same time, it could conflict with my current work schedule. So it just depends. If I'm getting paid a lot more, then, you know, I might be persuaded. If I get the benefits, oh, that's gonna be the thing too. We need to get the benefit, the 401k. Ah, yeah, no, we have a lot to talk about. And that's gonna be the thing too, because this cannot be a freelance business. This has to be an actual, hey, we want good people to work here because we offer the best interests. We have to work on that. And she needs to figure that shit out. Let's see. Animals have this thing called an eye, Mr. Right, that uses eye to say things. In the case of humans, we have two of them. Yes, even you. Wait, hold on. Are you implying that animals only have one eye? I don't care if I have them or not. Did you or did you not get a clear look at her face? That's what the witness was just about to get to. I would like to request that Mr. Wright not use such a loud voice during questioning.
Staying? Mr. Wright, please refrain from raising your voice in this court.
And please don't make me have to raise my voice. Scrim is a retired Yakuza detective turned co-founder CEO. That sounds like a Yakuza game. You finish. I'd like to continue if that's alright with you. Of course I remember her sweet face. Is that of that pretty defendant there? So you're sure you're not mistaken? Please, don't confuse your pitiful train wreck of a life with mine. I'm what you call a famous brand name product, while you're a cheap imitation. There's no way someone as magnificent as myself could have made a mistake. Of course, of course. Oh, ho, 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 of course.
You know, anything of interest.
The only thing I saw was the banana that fell with the police officer. The banana? Well, it was actually more than just one, more like a bunch of bananas. Now, what would a bunch of bananas be doing there? And why would I know such a thing? I'm only telling you what I saw. Really strange. I never mentioned anything about a bunch of bananas. It's Nick, he's gotta be lying about the bananas. Could be, but there's no reason for him to be lying about there being bananas on the crime scene. And what if it's not a lie? Well, maybe he thought he was seeing one thing and it was something else? If he mistook something else for a bunch of bananas, then that would be an inaccuracy. Think, Phoenix, think! My client is this, and no way he could have seen what he saw he did. Which means if we can somehow show he's lying, yeah, that's exactly what we need to do. He's right. She's got a sharp mind. I just wish I could remember who she is. You okay, Nick? Nope. Sir, you're just like me, because I thought these were bananas too. Mr. Wellington, I believe I have the bananas you saw. Right here. Oh, so you knew about the bananas too. Why did you say so earlier? Don't think you can use this as a way to pull more information out of me. And that's where you'd be wrong.
Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this?
Isn't that the baseball glove? Huh? What? A baseball glove? Does it look delicious? Care for a bite? That's not... It's... No! Your Honor, I think this proves one very important fact. This witness loves bananas. By the way, just how bad are your eyes? Huh? How? What? Why are you asking me all about this all of a sudden? Your Honor, it's a very simple to mistake a glove for a bunch of bananas.
I don't think so. Objection overruled. You have to be stupid.
You're one of those people. Yes, you know what I mean. Like those people. Oh. And that is why I asked you how bad your eyesight is. You're about 20/200. I suppose you're going to tell me that's terrible, right?
Why are you not wearing your glasses today then?
That's because I lost them recently, you see. Of course, I was planning on getting a new pair made right away. You know, my glasses are not ordinary glasses, so to replace them. How about when you witnessed a crime? Were you wearing glasses then? How about a witness? You are an unrelenting, evil man. Like those people who rejected Joan of Arc.
Wait, what?
You're comparing me with you're bringing Joan of Arc to this? Which boils down to you not wearing you were not wearing your glasses at that time. Therefore, the identity of the woman at the scene of the crime and that of the defendant cannot be proven to be the same by this witness. At the height difference was only 9 difference. 9 feet. It was very possible for him to see the culprit, face the culprit standing on the upper path.
Witness, please be more accurate in your testimony. Remember, a person's life is at stake.
Yes. Yes, Your Honor. I think 2,200 is bad. So he's basically admitting he has crap eyes. Perfect, my ass. Please tell the court what happened next. In the moments after you witnessed a crime. The girl on the upper path ran away as soon as she realized I was there. After that, I immediately called the police station to report this crime. It must have been 6:45 when I made the call. They must have a lot of free time on their hands as they showed up within 10 minutes.
The person who was on the upper path saw you and then ran away.
Yes, that is correct. Which is why even someone with a superior brain like mine can understand that girl's the murderer.
Question the witness now, Mr. Wright. And this bullshit for us.
That girl on the upper path ran away. Run away, just like that? Yes, she did. Yes, she did. She saw me and flew like the nest like the guilty bird she is. Oh, I'm sorry. Was that pun too harsh for someone who only got a third-rate education? Actually, that did take me a few seconds to get. Anyway, if she went away this as she saw you, how could you tell it was my client? The witness has already answered that. The witness has already answered that question. He has stated that the defendant is the culprit.
That is true, Mr. Wright. I'm striking your question from the record.
I'm gonna get more information out of him. After that, I immediately called the police station to report the crime.
Sorry. Got a text.
Immediately. As in immediately. I'm not sure a minute might have elapsed before I did, but that's the duty of every good citizen. Or did they not teach you that at your pitiful school? You think people learn about how to call the police in college? Hey Nick, I think you should take a look at the court records for a sec. Huh? It must have been 6:45 when I made the call. Wait, hold on. If they died at 6:28, that's a 17-minute period. Holy crap. Okay. How do you know what time it was? The detective told me. You know which one I mean. The one with the jacket that makes him look like a dropout from a no-name high school. Hey, I graduated from a top-ranked college. I don't believe this. Doesn't matter. I don't believe I was mistaken on what time I called. And if I am wrong, then the detective obviously doesn't know how to tell time. What? Why are you? You're just a lousy kid who... I think the court can see your point. Anyway, how did the police respond? They must have left they must have a lot of free time since they showed up 10 minutes within 10 minutes. So you're saying that there were police on the scene by 7 o'clock? They got there before that, I think. There usually aren't many people in that area at that time of day. But suddenly, before I knew it, there were people crawling over, gawking. It certainly says something about the morals of the people in this country. Can't find anything out of the ordinary in this testimony. I'll only take one more look at the court record. Yeah, I guess I should. I remember the second game was slightly tricky with the wordings. Because we're learning about inaccuracy and contradiction. So, if it's not one, it's the other, basically. He called immediately? See, these two are contradictions themselves. Okay, I'm gonna present this. If it's not this, it's the next one. Because there's no other... Oh, there are tricky words. Not all of them, per se. Some of them can be slightly straightforward. But particularly this one. This game, I think there was some trickiness. Because they want you to do certain things in order. Even though, let's say, the correct statement is this and this. They want you to do one of them first before you do the other, which is stupid because it wouldn't make any difference if you did it the other way around because it leads to the same conclusion but just different order, right? But the Ace Attorney is very strict on that. Like, yeah, no, we have a particular programming, so you gotta have to do it this way. Might be this. Because this doesn't prove much other than he called. That's it. The time he calls is different. At the same time, he said so himself. The detective told him the time. Yeah, we press this again.
So the time of when they were called. Okay, so it is the other one then. Because this is when he called. Sure. This is the statement. Because immediately called doesn't suit up with this then.
Objection!
I was right. Mr. Willington, would you please take a look at this? We made the victim's autopsy report. According to this, the murder occurred at 6:28 p.m. So what of it? You said that you called the police immediately after the murder took place. However, by the time you had to call the police, it was already 6:45. There's a clear there was clearly a 15-minute gap here. Do you deny? See, they used the statement afterwards to prove the guilt, to prove the contradiction. See, this is what the game becomes tricky. Because you think they can't use that. Because in our view, right, or in their view, they're doing the statement. Each statement leads into a new statement without using a future statement whatsoever. They may use a previous statement to help, but not a statement that is used later. This is the wrongful treatment here, because they use the current statement as a contradiction, but they use a future statement as support. That's what I don't like. Ah! I think this court would like to hear what you were doing during this 15-minute gap. The witness was in shock at the time after witnessing the terrible murder. It's only to be expected that he would be a little dazed.
Objection!
15 minutes is hardly what I would call a little daze.
Wilton,
Yes.
explain yourself. What were you doing during those 15 minutes?
Answer the question. The telephone, I mean... Spit it out. I was searching for a phone booth. A phone booth? You mean you don't have a cell phone? You and your questions. As if you're trying to open all the layers of a Metroshoki doll. Hey, Russian doll. Wait, is he Russian? No, he's British. Clinton. You must think you're really special. Witness. I lost my cell phone. There, are you happy? You lost it? Unbelievable. You lose your glasses and your cell phone. You must be very scatterbrained when it comes to your belongings. Oh! What? Are you saying that first-rate people are never allowed to lose things? Have you ever heard of that allergies have... Oh, jeez. He's not autistic, but he has autism. That proves it. Enough. Oh man, oh man. Wait, hold on a second. He lost his cell phone. Nick, that cell phone, could it be? You mean this phone Maggie found? There's no way. Oh, I didn't see this coming. What should I do now? Back off. It's probably just like coincidence. I mean, what are the chances that this phone is the snob's anyway? Nick, what do you think you're doing? You really should check out this lead. No problem, Mr. Hurt. No, Your Honor. I should give this more thought. Mr. Willington, where's your cell phone right now? What are you getting all excited about? You seem to be a little confused. I found my phone. I'll have you... No, see? Here it is. Oh, I see. So you got his phone. I thought that was just maybe this was his. Well, I think we can clear this issue up. At the time of the murder, the witness did not have his cell phone because he had lost it.
Therefore, the delay in his call was caused by his search for a phone booth. But the phone booth was... Oh, that's the gist of it. I guess you could put it that way, leave it at that. The phone booth is right here! Am I confused? Did it take him like 15 minutes to find this? Okay.
Have any further questions?
There is something. Your Honor, the witness survey doesn't make any sense. I don't believe that there was ever a need for the witness to search for a phone. How dare you? You can't just make out outrageous claims like that. You do have some proof, don't you? Well, yeah, of course. This evidence should be good enough, I think.
Alright, let's have this proof then.
Please present proof that the witness had no need to search for public. Classes? No. We haven't proven. We know this is his classes. I had no need to search for a public. Oh? It's very simple. This is even that backs up my claim. Okay. Glasses? It's quite simple, actually. Please take a look at this. The crime scene photo. Is there a problem with it? Oh, there's nothing wrong with the picture. If you don't understand my logic after looking at it, something's wrong with you. It's a phone booth. That is correct. Okay. I don't know. Am I getting tired or hungry for this? I don't know. I just had lunch. All the defendant had to do was walk 3 steps. Mr. Willington, why did you not use the phone that was right in front of you?
Order, order.
What does reporting the crime a little late proof for the defense? The witness can't explain what he was doing for those 15 minutes. There was enough reason to throw suspicion on his testimony.
This is very true. What do you have to say for yourself with this?
I bet this phone really is his, Nick. He must have killed Dustin to get his phone back. But Maggie said that she was going to return it to him. But there's no reason for him to kill phone. On top of that, we still have the phone she found anyway. But if he wasn't looking for a cell phone, maybe he was looking for something else. See?
Yes, sir. Right.
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any thoughts you would like to share with the court?
Can you offer any explanation as to what the witness was doing during those 15 minutes? There's only one possible explanation.
Alright, let's hear your explanation.
However, be forewarned that if your explanation is not persuasive, you'll be penalized. Think carefully before you present. Yes, Your Honor. Ugh, I probably should have said there was only one possibility. Please present to court the one piece of evidence that will answer the following. Why didn't the witness call the police right away? Does Wright have any thoughts for someone with amnesia? Amnesia. He's doing well. Well, I mean, amnesia doesn't really make you forget everything. There are some familiarities. So he's going with instinct at this point. I like how we have more health this time. This tells me this is gonna be a hard game. How's this? Mr. Wellington. What? Don't do that. You almost gave me a heart attack. These are your glasses, aren't they? Where'd you find? Yeah, I believe the court all heard what you just confessed to. Now, these glasses are in fact yours. I'll tell you where they were found, Mr. Wellington. These glasses were found under the victim's body. Under the victim's body? How much schooling do you do this instinct? A lot. And under pressure too, by the way.
Order, order.
No, wait a second, hold on. I didn't confess or confirm anything. Your Honor, I think the answer is quite clear here. As he fell, doesn't Prince grab the culprit's glasses? The culprit knew that he had to find his glasses and searched frantically for them. What he didn't realize was that they were under the victim's body. And that is why it took him 15 minutes to make that call. Mr. Wright, are you indicting the witness as the real murderer? Of course, that is precisely what I'm doing. Ooh. I know I'm right. He is the real murderer. Did you figure it out, Nick? More or less. Turns out this cell phone was the key to this case after all. And now's our chance to deep six this guy. Oh gosh. I'll sink him in one shot. Yeah. This is so exciting watching you work again. Somehow my old self is coming back to me. It's time to sink or swim. Everything rests on the edge of a knife. This is the moment I've been waiting for.
Order, order.
Your Honor, the defense is making a mockery of this court. But on any solid ground to stand on, he accused the witness of being a murderer. Yeah, that's right. I'm no criminal. This third-rate fraud of a lawyer. In that case, why don't we look at it from a different perspective? Let's hear your explanation as to why you are not the murderer. Well, why, that's easy. For example, there's the name the victim wrote. What about that? Oh, you mean the name Maggie? Yeah, even an idiot like you could read that. But we already know this wasn't written by the victim himself. After all, the defendant's name is Maggie, and the victim was left-handed. In other words, in order to make the defendant look guilty, the real criminal used the victim's right hand to write her name on the ground. But wouldn't that mean the real criminal was someone the defendant knew? Otherwise, how else would the person know her name was Maggie or Magai?
That's a good point.
The witness didn't even know of Miss Bird before this trial. God. Is there any way this creep could have known Maggie's name? There was a way. It would be best if I could prove that the witness had a chance to learn. The defendant's name was Maggie. Defense, please present his case. How could the witness have known the defendant's name? Mr. Wellington, you didn't have your cell phone with you on the day of the murder, correct? So what if I didn't? When you realized you had lost it, what did you do? What did I do? Didn't you try to find it by calling it? Why, you? How did you? Voila! These questions have nothing to do with...
Overruled. Alright, where are you going with this line of questioning? Do you think there's some relationship between the witness' cell phone and the murder?
I do, Your Honor. On the day of the murder, Maggie Bird picked up a lost phone in the park. And she also received a phone call from the owner of the phone. Hello? Oh, thank you. I was searching for my phone. This is yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back. I'll be right there. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. You can call me Maggie. I gotta focus more on work. Alright, lady. Good luck with work. Good luck, good luck. That was when you learned that her name was Maggie. But you made one fatal mistake.
Made a mistake.
My client's name is Maggie, but the name was written on the ground was Maggie. This is a mistake that could only occur if all you knew was how her name sounded.
Order, order.
But Your Honor, you just have no motive.
Point.
It's very simple, Your Honor. A person usually would not kill someone without a reason. Mr. Wilson had no reason to kill anyone. That's absolutely correct. Don't have any motive.
Alright. Your Honor, can you explain what motive this witness could have had?
It's very simple, Your Honor. You sure, Nick? If I said I can't offer an explanation, then trial's over, right? Yeah, but...
Now, please present to this court proof had a motive.
Mr. Wilson's motive is right here.
What is this? A list?
These phone numbers were pulled from the memory of the phone the defendant found. And we have determined that the people on this list are members of a certain group. You looked up all those numbers? Of course. This list of phone numbers was stored in the cell phone's memory. The names and numbers belong to the people who are members of a certain Conan's group. Conan's? Can you explain why these numbers are on your phone, Mr. Wellington? This is outraged. An invasion of privacy. Looking up the phone numbers on a person's phone is the worst crime than murder. You're one of those people. Wait, did he just mention Monte Carlo? I don't care, Mr. Wellington. All I want is for you to tell us what this list is about. You think any of you know what it's like to be a refined man such as me? Your Honor, this is unjustified badgering the witness.
Objection overruled. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? Why would the witness have the numbers of a group?
Isn't it obvious?
Mr. Wellington is a member of this very group.
No! All of your friends' phone numbers are stored right here on this phone. If anyone were to look into these phone numbers, it would be all over for you. That is why you had to kill. No! This is too much!
That does make quite a bit of sense. Well, Mr. Wellington, you care to explain?
I got you now. The police officer. Your Honor!
What is it, Mr. Payne?
Your Honor, this is unjustified badgering of the witness.
You said that exact same thing only a few seconds ago.
Please, let's think about the content of that phone call. Hello? Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone. This is yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give you this back. The defendant had already promised that she would return the phone. After that, all Mr. Wilson had to do was meet Miss Burr to get his phone back. Why then would he need to kill anyone?
Valid point. What does the defense think about this?
You think about it logically, and it makes sense. Maybe we should be thinking outside the box. Yeah, if we think like that, let's see. Maybe that Cyborg saw something at the crime scene that made him commit murder.
That was Mr. Wright?
Well, I don't think Mr. Wellington went to pick up his phone in a very friendly manner. He was promised of his phone, so why would he have been unfriendly to the defendant? I think he must have seen something that didn't agree with him when he got there.
Alright, what was this something?
Oh, I know what that something was. This motherfucker. What Mr. Wellington saw was the victim. The victim? You mean this in Prince? This man had gone on his day right after his shift was over. With no time to change, he went to the park still wearing his police uniform.
Oh!
The girl that picked up my phone is with a policeman. He couldn't have known they were going out, so he began to worry. He was afraid the policeman would ask a few questions before returning the phone. If I do anything suspicious, he might want to check on my phone. In his mind, it was possible they had already run a check on his phone.
You went into a panic, is what you're saying.
Exactly.
Officer Prince was murdered simply because he was in uniform. Ugh. Mr. Perry, do you have any comments?
I'm thinking.
See, the truth has come out at last. The witness, Mr. Wellington, you are...
Why you? How impressive. Not bad for a person with a third-rate education. Ah. What's that supposed to mean? The evidence. Evidence. Oh, that guy is really creeping me out. Oh, you've been raving around. I'm talking about this what's suspicion cell phone. Suspicious phone number this. You call on a day and on that phone. Who said that phone is really mine? Where's your proof? What's your evidence? You want proof that this phone is yours? I already told you earlier. That phone of yours, I already found it. You don't have any slightest idea who the phone in your hand belongs to. You can be sure it is mine, you simpleton. What? Yes, it's good to see you squirm.
You seem to have a problem on our hands with this phone. Whose phone is it? Without knowing that is meaningless as evidence.
Your Honor! This is bad. I can't let him turn the tables on me like this. This cell phone. It has to be something I overlooked. There's gotta be. Maybe... This phone has the name and number of those in the column memory. I can show them to you, Your Honor. I don't believe this. What are you talking about? We're trying to determine who that phone belongs to. Fingerprints. Got it. We should check for fingerprints.
Fingerprints?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Wilton must have left some prints on his phone. Hey, don't you remember? When you got the phone back, you wiped it off.
What?
You said there was sand all over it, so... Wiped it? I wiped it? Pretty thoroughly, too. It's oh so much fun watching third-rate trash babbling like morons among themselves. He's in a complete recovery. How many times do I have to say this? My phone is right here, you see? Oh, and incidentally, you can't check the numbers stored on this phone. It must have glitched because all the numbers just magically disappeared. You've got to be joking. Erase all the numbers I was going to use as evidence. Mr. Wellington, what's this? I don't know your voice. It sounds like you still have some fight left in you. Where did you finally find your cell phone? You're too much. And of course you have no idea what I'm talking about. Oh my god, now I remember! Oh, by the way, this was the beginning of the game. Huh. It hung up. Ah, good. Finally found it. Bonk. So that's when. What's wrong with it, Teddy? Why the harsh glare in your eyes? Nick, we worked so hard to get this far, but if you don't do something quick, he's going to get off scot-free. I know. I know this phone has to be his. But how am I supposed to prove something like that?
It's alright. If you cannot prove who the owner of that cell phone is, the indictment has no basis, and therefore no power.
That's so he's naked. Naked, I tell you. Yep. Indeed. Where did I go wrong? Don't blame yourself. You're merely a third-rate lawyer. You only made one big mistake. Who are you? What are you? That's something you haven't figured out for yourself yet. Who I am.
The court hereby concludes the cross-examination.
If that will be all, I have to bid you gentlemen and ladies goodbye. I have a reservation at that ultra-fancy restaurant on the upper side of town. Thank you for your assistance. You've had a stressful day, so please, bon appetit. What am I supposed to do?
I was just let it all go.
Hold it!
Please wait, Your Honor.
Right, Nick. I think I may be able to prove it. Prove it? Prove what, Mr. Ray?
Everything. Your Honor, the cross-examination has already ended. So the defendant is just going to badger the witness with more insane questions.
When I harass the witness, that claim is right.
Did you hear that? No harassment allowed, Mr. Attorney.
Please, Your Honor.
Very well. But this is your last chance, Mr. Ray. You may present one piece of evidence to the court.
I only get one shot at this.
You cannot prove everything. It's over for your client and for you.
Oh, jeez. BRB? Alright, cool, friend.
You fully understand?
Yes, you are.
I'm sure you are well aware, Your Honor, but the cross-examination period has ended.
Were you paying attention, Mr. Payne? I said that Mr. Wright could present only one more piece of evidence.
Oh.
Now then, Mr. Wright, here's your last chance.
It all comes down to this. It's go time. Please present the one evidence that will prove everything.
Take that!
Why, thank you. How nice.
What do you mean?
Here, please have
one of mine.
Wait, what am I doing?
This is how they make 60 minutes card. Your Honor, there's something very important about that card, and that is... This card is important because of what is on the back. You want your cell phone number on the back, but that's exactly it. Can you please call this number from your cell phone? Huh? Hey now? The court is still in session. It's okay. You'll see. Okay, if you say so. Now let's prepare something, Mr. Ray. We're going to call my cell phone now. And then the court will see everything for what it is. Of all the idiotic, stupid things to... Ugh! What? Why is my phone? What is this stupid sounding ringtone? Mr. Wellington. How strange. I could almost swear that you're holding my phone. You're... Ah! No. It can't. By the way, before I forget, thank you very much for the lump on my head this morning. I don't think I need to explain any further, except to say... When you went to retrieve your cell phone, you mistakenly took the wrong one. That is what happened. We're knocked out by Mr. Wellington. He is a man who lives on his pride and self-image alone. In order to hide his involvement with the Carnage group, he has become paranoid and lost all ability to make rational judgments. Then Mr. Ray, the phone you're holding is Mr. Wellington's naturally. Speaking of that man, how is he, Mr. Payne? He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Now then, this court finds the defendant Maggie Bird
Not guilty.
That's all. This court is adjourned.
I knew that the real you would shine through eventually. I'm so moved by what you've done for me, sir. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. Okay, the case wasn't that long. I mean, it's slightly longer than the first case from the first game. Because that took us 3 hours. And we didn't even take a break either. So yeah, this is like back to back to... Well, I mean, we did talk a lot, so... I really feel bad for Destin. He didn't do anything to deserve this. It's probably because of me. Huh? My whole life has been nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failures. Whole life? Can't be that bad, can it? Since I was 6 months old, when I fell from the 9th floor of my apartment building, I've been hit by all sorts of vehicles, gotten sick from all sorts. Fuck. Got almost every test I've taken, experienced almost every kind of disaster. Never want to even tied at a game of tic-tac-toe. My life has really been nothing but a string of disasters. That is pretty bad. Up until I went to college, I was known as the goddess of misfortune. And then at the academy, everyone called me Lady Luckless. Lady Luckless. What's worse is that my misfortune always seems to latch onto those around me. What do you mean? When I see someone in trouble, I always try to help. Ah, that's right. We were talking about this earlier. It happened again recently too, sir. There was an old lady pacing back and forth by the pedestrian crosswalk. I gave her my hand and before I knew it, we were having dinner at my house. Oh. I'm sure that doesn't gone because of me. That's not true. That glove didn't even have any sort of special meaning. It's just a present to say thanks for covering one of my night shifts. I see. Everything's all my fault. Dustin's death. Your head being all messed up. Well, I don't think my head is all that messed up yet. Yet. I'm going to find a new life for myself starting now. The next time we meet, I'm sure. Hey, guess why she's called Maggie Bird? Just letting you know why. I'm sure I'll have a whole ocean's worth of good luck by then, sir. Yeah, after that, the goddess of misfortune is only a name. You bet. I'm gonna make it. I promise. Next time we meet, I'll only be an unlucky person instead of a goddess. Yeah, that's good. Well, Mr. White, Maya, I should get going. You flew away from a nest? Sure. Good luck to you. It's definitely not because of the feathers that she has. Thank you. You take care of yourself too. I see that Orlin is playing his Final Fantasy 11, which we could. We'll see. I have stuff I'm doing in Final Fantasy 11 to essentially try to catch up, so yeah. What a horrible day. I've got my memory back, but things are still a little fuzzy. But you're okay, and that's what counts. You really had me worried. Come on, let's go back to the office. I'm afraid to ask, but here goes. So this might sound bad, but who are you? What? I thought you said you got your memory back.
the important ones. That moment, everything really did come back to me. Detective Gumshoe. He's someone I've had clashes with in the past during certain cases, but he's also been a good ally during others. The judge. He's a lovable, kind of old man who is easily swayed by other people's opinions. But in the end, he always comes up with the right verdict. This person. I haven't gotten a clue. He seems to know me, but maybe he's mistaken me for someone else. And this girl. Aya? You finally remembered. This is Maya Fey, my assistant. That's right. I have so many unforgettable memories about her. For example, Earth to Nick was wrong. You keep staring at me. Don't tell me you've missed me. Well, yeah, I suppose I have. I feel like I haven't seen you in ages. Oh? Well, I'm back now, so it's time for us to create new memories together. Alright, sounds good. All the phone numbers on my phone were erased by Wellington. I have to start over from the very beginning. Come on, Nick. Let's go to our usual burger joint. Okay. Actually, it hasn't even been that long since she came back to my life. Should be like either a few months or 6 months. And that story began on one rainy afternoon 2 months ago. Oh, 2 months! Episode 1, The Lost Turnabout. So now we're going back to the past. We do get her! We get her! We get the infamous Pearl Fey. Oh, she shows up in this one. Interesting. I thought she shows up in the dirt. I guess she shows up here. Oh yeah, we get the infamous Pearl Fey. I have no idea how to voice her. Oh man. Let's take a break though. Let's take a break. Do my best baby voice? I can't even do a baby voice. My voice isn't that high. Hello, motherfucker. We'll do a BRB and think of something, because I don't want to start the new case just yet. But we'll see. We shall see. Anyways, yeah, we'll do the little break. Just a pee break, food break, any break. And yeah, we'll continue the stream, but we'll see what we're gonna do afterwards. Whether we continue case 2 or not, that's gonna be it depends. It'll depend. That just means I have to make a thumbnail as well. So yeah, which shouldn't be a problem. Anyways, I'll be right back. See you guys soon. And yes, Pearl would say, "Hello, motherfucker." Well, we'll see what type of voice I'll give her. It'll be too high if I do the baby voice. So I might have to do like a deep voice. So it compensates with like not killing my throat. But yeah. Alright. See you guys in a bit.
Okay. Back. So trying to think. I mean, I do want to make this a thing on YouTube where it's going to be. I need to fix it. Oh, big enough. Yeah. I'm trying to think because I do want to. Well, those on YouTube, you know, I appreciate it, the lurks, everything and such. We'll probably end it on the YouTube side, but on the Twitch side, I don't want to. I mean, I don't want to deal with like a crap ton of like things. You know what I mean? So, yeah, we will end it on YouTube and possibly continue on Twitch just to chill, relax, and such, and we'll see how that goes. But yeah, anyways, again, if you're on YouTube, you want to come by on Twitch, links down below, more or less. Otherwise, twitch.tv/McScrimmage, like and subscribe if you like what you see. You see all the VODs as well. Every Ace Attorney games that we're gonna be playing will be on there on YouTube. Any game as well is also gonna be there too. You want to make things easier, take an early break? I mean, that's what I might do. Because on Twitch, I don't really mind if Twitch VODs is long. I worry that YouTube gets long. Yeah. Anyways. Anyways. So yeah. I'll see you guys later on YouTube. And you guys have a good time. Good day. Good week. Good night. Okay. So we ended on